What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and we're back with another Marvel Snap video. And today, it is the second episode of our series, The Deck Check, and we're gonna be checking out Milky Snap's Guardians of the Galaxy deck. All right, so we're gonna review the deck, we're gonna see what he has to say about it, we're gonna give it a little test run and see if it's good, it's bad, discuss it a little. But before we get started, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell, because if you love Marvel Snap as much as I do, you don't want to miss any of the upcoming content. I love making videos discussing the strategy, new cards, updates, all sorts of stuff. So make sure you subscribe. And you get to witness me in this brand new comfy onesie. Look at that. And I put up some holiday lights. We are getting festive up in here. You don't want to miss any of that. All right, but anyways, let's jump into it. So, funny story, I actually saw Milky playing this the other day on his stream, and he just uploaded a video discussing the deck and breaking it down. By the way, let me pause. Let me just take a moment right now to just say, Milky, by far, probably one of my favorite Marvel Snap YouTubers. He was actually the first one I was introduced to. My buddy who got me into the game, he's like, oh yeah, check out this dude's video. And Milky, he's just nice and charismatic and fun, and I love the way he breaks down like the strategy and the cards and the thought process behind everything. Like everything about that dude, love him. So Milky, if you're watching this, love you, man. You're doing great work. Don't ever stop. So I watched him streaming this the other day, and he just uploaded a video about it. So yeah, I actually did a little test run of it not that long ago, and it worked out like kind of surprisingly well, but I wanted to try it out today for all of you. So anyways, let's jump into his video. All right, and the other thing, in case you missed the last deck check where we went over Molt's deck, I watched this little deck breakdown at 1.5 times speed. Hopefully you can keep up. Usually I listen to everything or watch everything at 2 times speed, so me and you, we're finding a little compromise here, all right? So let's break it down.
This is our Guardians of the Galaxy deck. We've got lots of the characters from the movie in this deck, and they actually do really well together. They complement each other in the way that they kind of build a deck around them. But we've also got some supplementary cards, which maybe aren't thematically exactly based around the movie, but they combo well with pieces in the deck. And we've tried to keep it, with that Asgardian kind of theme as well. So we did our best, and this is what we've kind of landed on. First up,
yeah, that's something too. Like when I tried, I was like, what can I use? But like, everything in the Marvel universe is kind of intertwined, all right? And you got like the Thor characters, Asgard, outer space, we good. Guardians of the Galaxy team up with Thor, we're all right here.
we've got some strong 1-drops with Mantis being able to potentially steal some card draw from your opponent and pull a card out of their deck if you're able to get the on-reveal ability. And then we have this whole theme of the Guardians of the Galaxy cards where we've got Rocket Raccoon, and we've got Star-Lord, and we've got Groot, also Drax, and lastly, we have Gamora. And all of these cards are based around on-reveal abilities, which add power to themselves if you're able to successfully guess where your opponent's playing cards and kind of play in the same location at that point in time.
Speaking of Gamora, one thing I'm excited to do, I got this Gamora variant. Love it. Love it so much. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this deck check for Milky Snap's deck is because I need to get some boosters because I want to get this one to infinity. But yeah, I like this one. I like this. I think there's another Gamora variant I like, but this is definitely up there as one of my faves.
Being able to guess where your opponent is going to play or read your opponent in their turns is really important with this deck and probably one of the main skills that you can have when playing the Guardians deck for sure. We have Adam Warlock in the deck. So Adam Warlock's a pool 3 card that comes into the mix. He's actually an interesting one to include here. And I think because you've got pretty strong early game with this deck, and often that's where you start to set up the game is in early game if you're able to guess on reveals or things like that. Adam Warlock can do quite well. And I've had some pretty good success with actually getting a lot of card draw with him. Now, the big downs.
So you'll see when we jump into my deck, I had to swap this one out. I don't have Adam Warlock. So we had to make a little switch up, which is still in the Guardians realm, I believe. You know what I mean? But did you guys see the new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer where we got our first little glimpse of Adam Warlock? It's gonna be good.
One side to Adam Warlock is that he has no power, but card draw in this game, especially draw from your own deck, is absolutely insane. So that's why he's kind of built that way. But I found a use for him in this deck, and he's done really well for me. Outside of the main Guardians of the Galaxy cards, we have Storm. Storm works really well, particularly with Drax in this deck. You have a solid kind of combo in terms of being able to play Storm and then being able to play Drax. Works in a similar way to Storm and Jessica Jones, but I just like having Drax in the deck because he complements the theme of it. He does pretty well as well, and you can kind of shut down your opponent or potentially have a big, strong power push to that location if you're able to get the on-reveal ability going. He does quite well. Next up, we have Captain America. America, and Captain America does quite well because you play lots of cards onto the board with the Guardians of the Galaxy deck. He does kind of well. I don't think he's an amazing addition to this deck, but I think for the most part, you're going to get near to full value out of him in most games. He's not going to be played all the time, but also he offers a little bit of a point of difference being an ongoing card as opposed to all the on-reveal cards we have in the deck. We've also got...
So Captain America, that's probably like the farthest outside the realm of Guardians of the Galaxy, right? But he works. We got to do what we got to do to make this thing, come together,
Thor, and he kind of fits into that as Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's a really strong card to pair with potentially with Storm or other cards where you're going to be able to slam him on a location and potentially buff him up later on in the game. He's just something for your opponent to think about and play around, so I think he does really, really well. Also, we just picked up this variant. How sweet is it? Last two cards in the deck we have are Jane Foster, so continuing on with the Asgardian.
Hey, let me ask you guys. Do any of you ever wonder what's in those boxes behind Milky there? I always wonder that. Let's do this. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think Milky has in those boxes back there?
Kind of theme. She combos really, really well with Thor, being able to pull Mjolnir out of the deck and get that buff going on. For sometimes you won't find that you're playing her. There's obviously stronger play lines if you don't have Thor out on the board, but she's just another thing to play, which has got solar power in itself and complements other parts of the deck. Lastly, we have Odin, and if you're slamming Odin onto a on-reveal location or a location where you've got lots of those on-reveal abilities and you're able to double down on all that, you can get some massive power on the final turns of the game. There's not too much other utility for him outside of reactivating those on-reveal abilities coming from the Guardians, but he does well in this deck, and I think he's definitely a good inclusion for sure. All right, that's it. And as I mentioned, this deck is all about having some fun, enjoying playing some of the combo cards and pieces of a themed deck that can actually do quite well. We're actually very, very surprised how well this did in the gameplay, so let's go ahead and jump in and I'll showcase some of that gameplay right now.
See, what did I tell you? If that was your first introduction to Milky, what a nice, fun guy. Love that guy. But anyways, let's jump into this. Like I said, I made a little alteration, but real quick, I wanted to say this, and I was debating on doing a whole video about this, but I don't think it warrants a whole video. So if you're watching this, you're in luck. But one of the best things you could do, in my opinion, as a Marvel Snap player that will definitely up your games and your win rate is to watch Marvel Snap YouTubers, okay? I watch a ton of Marvel Snap YouTubers and streamers while I'm working. I have the, the benefit of working from home, so I can be working, have, 2 monitors, have somebody up, whatever. But anyways, the reason being is a lot of people, like we're doing right now, are using decks from content creators like YouTubers and streamers, all right? And the reason I bring that up is because, like I said, I watched Milky play this deck on stream days ago. He just uploaded a video of this deck. So I saw that he uploaded a video, and I was like, oh, cool. He uploaded a video about that Guardians of the Galaxy deck. That same day, I played against multiple people using this deck, and I knew exactly what was coming. As soon as I saw the Mantis and the Rocket Raccoon drop and the Adam Warlock, I was like, oh, okay, I know what's going on. And I was able to beat him. So this happens quite a bit. So right now with the Silver Surfer decks, there's a couple like variations and all that. Anyways, also another quick caveat that I forgot to mention at the beginning, take my opinion and my gameplay with a grain of salt in this series of the deck check, because A, we have little variations going on. I'll show you the card that I swapped out for Adam Warlock in a second. So it's not gonna be a one-to-one comparison exactly, because sometimes we don't have the same cards. We gotta make some adjustments. But 2, all of our play styles are different. I might be making decisions that Milky wouldn't have made. So if I lose a ton, that doesn't mean the deck is bad, but I'm just here to review it for all of you before you take the time to test it out or see or think that like this is an amazing deck or a terrible deck. Just give you my opinion. You get to watch some more gameplay with it. All right, so anyways, we got all the cards. The one substitution I made for Adam Warlock was Goose. All right, Goose, outer space. He's like an alien cat, all right? By the way, I love the animation. But Goose is one of my favorite cards. If you've been watching for a while, I said I was gonna make a video about Goose. I eventually will. One of my new favorite cards. It's mind-blowing how good Goose is. I have him in a Lockjaw deck, but anyways, or her. I'm not sure if Goose is a male or female. If you know, leave a comment. But I figured since Goose, you can't play anything 4, 5, or 6, we have a decent amount of cards that are 3 power or 3 cost or lower. So decent card, all right? But yeah, let's jump into some games. Let's see what we can make happen. All right, other quick caveat. Right now, Lamentis is the feature location. So take it with another grain of salt because things are about to get a little bit kooky up in here if Lamentis drops as a location, all right? Let's play a few games. What are we working with? Okay. Got some Mantis, got a Gamma Lab. Gamma Lab just throwing a wrench up in the system. We don't have a Shang-Chi in here, so let's see what happens. Maybe we can get a free card out of it. Nope. All right, Star-Lord, you're up next, buddy. All right, yes. Well, wait, do I get the power off this? Oh, that's lame. Really, really lame. All right, so looks like we're facing a discard deck. All right. Oh, looky here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I do not feel like dealing with that. Like, I don't feel like not having a Shang-Chi, and I don't feel like them possibly having a Shang-Chi just sitting in their discard deck. No thanks.
Wind, aid my hand.
All right, what should we do? Oh, Moon Knight. Here's a funny story while we go. So, I actually had Moon Knight pop up in my token shop last night. Moon Knight's a decent card. I need him for my discard deck, but I wasn't about to drop 1,000 tokens on him. Well, this morning, I was excited to see who was up next in my token shop. I accidentally pinned this fool, so he's just sitting there sucking up a spot. So, gotta wait a couple more hours till the next card pops up. So, don't have a Drax.
Avengers!
Let's give that a go. I really like Jane as a card, by the way. Like, Jane, even if you don't have Thor on the board, Jane's pretty dope. Because, like, 8 power, 5 cost card, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Do I want to go here? I could drop. See, that's the thing. It's turn 5. Goose isn't that great turn 5. So I think we're good here. Maybe. All right, let's get some rocks in the deck. Let's see what happens. Dracula? Nope. Blade? Oh, interesting. All right. This has to be a hella deck, right? Also, I want to do some reviews of other decks that I've like tried out, you know what I mean? Because like I made a hella deck and like I'm not a huge fan. Dang, that Morbius is beefed up. So he's not gonna play anything here, right? He's like, I got this dude, I don't need to play anything. So I can just load this up, right? Groot might turn into 6, Rocket might turn into 4, that's 10. 12. So this could turn into a decent lane, but this guy has hella. He like discarded Black Panther and White Tiger. So let's see what happens. Milky, bless me with this turn. Look at that. Look at that. See, by the way, I'm not a huge fan of these decks where you have to know where they're gonna play. All right. So, all right, no good there. Oh, we good. We good. There's no hella. It's just Ghost Rider. Milky, score 1 for you, baby. Also, can we talk about how good I am to all of you? Right now, see, my goal is to hit infinite, but I'm testing decks. I'm risking cubes. It's just for you. So if you're not subscribed, please do. How many other creators are going to risk their precious cubes just for you? Well, unless Milky's deck is amazing, then, you know, it works out. But yeah, yeah, like when I was testing out Silver Surfer, dropped quite a few ranks and finally built back up. I think I dropped, because I was at infinite, so I dropped pretty significantly. All right. Give me a card. Give me a card. Let's see what you're working with. And we got an America Chavez. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't like that. All right. By the way, Iceman is
Avengers!
I don't know. Like, he's an amazing, it's an amazing card. Like, if anything, it just really annoys you. But that's kind of funny. First off, we got Sakaar twice in a row, right? Second off, the card that he Iceman ended up getting drawn for free. So that's cool. All right, let's do one of these. If I land this, then that's a good Ebony Maw drop, right? Right? I think Ebony Maw can still work there. Well, I could drop Rocket and Ebony Maw. Ooh, look at that. Okay, this could work out. Because even if he doesn't drop anything right here, Drax turn 4 on Shuri's Lab, that'll be a big for us. If they play there, which I think / hope they will. But like I said, I guess, like, I don't think I'm amazing at guessing where they're going to go. So, yeah. That's a lot of power set, man. Look at that. Ooh, what are you going to do? What are you doing over here? Come on. Who are you going to drop there? Who are you dropping there? Let me guess. It's going to be Maximus. Maximus. Say it. Come on, Mr. Smudgeons. Oh! Ooh, that's interesting. Let's give it another go. Are they gonna abandon Shuri's Lab? Nope. Like, they can easily take that. Oh, okay. But we're still in the lead here. I almost feel like I need to spread this a little, because they can go right there. Let's do you here and you here. How about that? Is that gonna work? I'm thinking that's the best move we got. Or vice versa. No, I'd rather have just a little bit more power. Just a little tiny bit, just in case Groot misses. Oh. Well, unless that gives power over here, we good? Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Ah, yeah, I don't think. Wait, let's see. So if Groot, so you turned into 12. If Groot was here and he turned into 6, it would have turned into 12. Yeah, we still would have lost. Huh. Them's the breaks. All right. Last one. I'm thinking last one. Let's see. Let's see what we can do, Milky. Are they going to drop here? They should. You want to get some stuff in the miniaturized lab before it's too late and you got to wait forever, right? All right. All right. We got one more chance. Come on, Star-Lord. Oh, how fitting for a Guardians of the Galaxy game, right? Oh my God, of course. We got Guardians of the Galaxy 2 going on here. All right, we might play one more. Milky, I don't fault you for this one. I don't fault you for this. With random cards? That's great. Oh, hey, Cosmo. Cosmo's a good one for the Guardians of the Galaxy deck, because Cosmo's Guardians of the Galaxy. They didn't want to deal with it. They got scared. They were like, nope, too many Guardians happened here. By the way, did any of you watch the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special on Disney Plus? Pretty good, pretty entertaining. Even got my girlfriend to watch it. She's not a Marvel fan, but she enjoyed it. All right, let's see what we can do here, Milky. Nothing on the first turn. That's what we're doing. All right, cool. Washington, D.C. No, who are you gonna hit? Nah, not too bad. Not too bad. Isn't it rough when this happens? Oh, man. Oh, what do I want to do? I guess we can see what they're doing. Like, if they're doing like a Surfer or Patriot deck, we can storm that. That'll be cool. But we're sitting on Thor, Jane, and Odin. Oh, the Iceman Scorpion combo. Especially when you're sitting on these cards, you know what I mean? Dang, and I don't have Drax. Interesting. What you doing? What you doing over there, KJ?
Wind, aid my hand.
could drop a Thor here. Then I got a Jane and an Odin, which is going to be 14 power. So this is more of a Asgard deck right now. Yeah, and this person, they have no idea what deck I'm playing because I couldn't play on the first couple turns. Ooh, Psylocke turn 4. I upgraded my She-Hulk deck. And it's been using Psylocke on turn 4, so not sure if that's what they're doing. Let's do Jane, then Gamora maybe. Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that.
All systems go.
But this is oh, Goose, where were you last turn? See, Goose is such a good counter for Wong. So you're obviously gonna play there. Like if he drops a white tiger, it's not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. I can't do anything over here, right? No, 3. But yeah, if they drop white tiger, like I'm kind of screwed either way, unless it just drops 2 over there. Is it white tiger, or is it something I'm not even taking into consideration? Like it could be a Black Panther, but we should be good if it's Black Panther. There's that tiger. 1. No, I think we got it. I think we got it. Maybe. No, maybe. Because that's only going to be 9, right? Oh, 10. Yes. Milky coming through.
Victory.
Look at that. Milky earning me some cubes, baby. All right, everybody. That was the Milky Snap Guardians of the Galaxy deck check. So, what are my overall thoughts? First thought is, I really like this Drax variant. Like, I sometimes get upset when I'm opening up caches and it gives me variants, but eventually I kind of forgive it. I'm like, this variant's kind of cool. Anyways, what do I think? What are my thoughts overall? It is a decent deck, all right? Like I said, the other day when I tested it out, it did fairly well for me. Here's my thing. For my specific playstyle, I don't like these decks. I don't like where so much of my, my future in whether or not I win or lose is put in the hands of me guessing where they're gonna play. You do have some control, like right there, when they play a Wong, obviously, boom, I'm good, I could do that. So this is not my favorite type of deck, but when I did play this the other day, I used it like for the night, and I do think I got like a 60-70% win rate. So if you do wanna try it, like go for it. How well it'll do, like if you're trying to get it to rank up to infinite, like possibly, like if you are just amazing at knowing where they're gonna play, the Goose control, like that might be a decent swap, or even like I was talking about like Cosmo, where you can control it a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like if you drop a Goose, like you might be able to guess a little bit more where they're gonna play, you know, kind of like with your Storm and everything like that. But it is a decent deck. Like compared to the last deck we tried with Molt, I do think that you would have a higher win percentage, because that other one, it was highly based on having Taskmaster, right? Taskmaster and like Death and like a lot of things going right. But by the way, during Lamentus, I've been just wrecking people with that deck. So yeah, I might do a second video today. But anyways, cool deck. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you have tried this deck, if you're gonna try it, what your thoughts. I will link Milky's video down below. Please do me a favor. If you want to make me happy, go subscribe over to Milky. Like I said, he's the first creator I came across. He deserves to blow up and be one of the biggest ones. He's such a cool, friendly, helpful guy. I have learned so much about this game from him. I cannot just explain how much I appreciate that guy. So go subscribe to him. I'll link his video down below. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. Again, if you are new, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming Marvel Snap content. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps out a ton. All right, but anyways, thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.